Welcome to Social Ketchup magazine cover shoot, and today we have a fashionista girl, a cover girl, Ishritam. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is the second time I'm having conversation, like a
Yeah.
sit-down conversation
So fun.
about so many things.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of things, a lot of your answers, but I really would want to ask those now.
Yeah.
So what is your idea of style with purpose?
I think my idea for style with purpose is to first of all get pieces that will last you longer, and then to be able to style them in multiple ways for different occasions. That would be style with purpose, not just stocking in and keeping things for one time wear, one time purpose, and something that deteriorates after some time. So, yeah, reuse, repeat, rewear. That's my idea.
So I know you're a fashion content creator. So what purpose do you feel that okay, this is the reason I want to create fashion content?
I think the reason is, first of all, I have an understanding of fashion. I've done my course in fashion design and I've had a label of my own. So I have a deep inclination and understanding of that entire sector, which is why I like to give information through my content, but I need to deliver it. I make sure that I deliver it in an entertaining way so that it's easy to absorb all the information. But it really comes from a place of self-interest and understanding of that entire subject.
Okay. And are there any personal lifestyle choices or practices that you have adopted that help you in believing or following style with purpose?
Yeah, I think there was a understanding earlier that okay, if you buy more expensive things, they will last you longer. But that's not the case anymore. I think building your wardrobe with something in mind where whatever I'm purchasing or whatever pieces I'm keeping, they should first of all last me long. So it doesn't matter what the price tag on it is. It should be durable. The consciousness of what material you're picking is also there, and how you're going to use it. If it's a travel bag, it needs to have that durability. If it's a clutch bag, it needs to have my phone fit in it, or it needs to solve a styling element or purpose, So having that kind of a conscious mind is what truly makes it sustainable for me. It's not about the material that you're picking, but how you're using it also that matters for me. Yeah.
Okay, I know I've spoken to you about in past, but I want to discuss what is what sustainable means to you, and exactly like we were discussing in here as well right now, that you have to be very conscious of your choices. But if you have to define it, okay, this is sustainability.
I think just reusing, rewearing, and repurposing everything that already exists with you in your wardrobe, that is sustainability. Of course, it's okay to pick out things once in a while. Okay, I want this accessory. If that's something that you can pair with your already existing wardrobe and make that a style that, make it into a style that you've not worn before, or that makes it new, then it's okay, or even if it doesn't. Like sometimes I personally feel like, okay, I have this old skirt, but I need to wear it with a different kind of top to, be still in trend or in sync with the current fashion trends. So then I will buy it and then use it, but also making sure that that top fits with more other things. It matches with more outfits. It can be repurposed into different things. So I think that's the whole idea, that where you're consciously purchasing, and making sense out of every single purchase. Yeah.
Okay, and what are some of the practices that prevail in fashion content industry or in fashion content segment that you think that are impacting environment in either in a good way or in a bad way?
I think hauls need to stop.
Please,
I
I
think-
really
I think it's just, first of all, it doesn't interest me to show what you purchased, and I feel like that entire, because there is, of course, there is obviously interest from an audience to watch what this person has bought, but I also feel like that needs to stop, because now people are just purchasing to show, and I don't even know if they're actually putting it in their wardrobe or they're just returning those outfits back, for the sake of video. So I feel like that entire thing showcases or encourages viewers to buy even more. And I feel like hauls are also okay to some extent if they're also made consciously, where okay, I've purchased this, so this can go with that, or what is the reason behind why you're picking things, you know. I think that reasoning, if it's relevant, it makes sense. But just because it's in style or you saw some celebrity wear it or this and that, then I just feel like it's going a little chaotic, and I feel like it goes against the movement of the planet.
You won't believe I was having the exact same conversation a day before yesterday, and I was asking my team to really work on a story that how all that impacting so much. It's not just on the fashion, but so much of a logistic part of it. It's hampering brands as well in that sense. Yeah. So that is, I think we think.
It. Yeah.
And more than that, keep a return peg is something I really don't like.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the myths associated with sustainable fashion?
I think that sustainability is material based. So they think, okay, if you're buying a khadi outfit, you're very sustainable. No, that's not true. I mean, people think that, oh, you're buying plastic, like how can you do this? Yes, of course, plastic is bad for the environment, there's no doubt about it. But if it's a plastic that will last you for 20-25 years, if it's a box, if it's an item or a bag that will last you for longer, that has that wearability and usability, then it's okay. Then it's the most sustainable thing that you can do, because then you're making use of that item, right? So I think this understanding that, okay, you know, sustainability is only material based. No, sustainability, it depends on the usage, the lifetime of that product, and the impact when you get rid of that item, right? So it's all of these things. But of course, if you can delay the process of getting rid of that item, then that's the most sustainable thing that you can do.
Okay, and the fashion industry, as we all know, is one of the biggest pollutants of environment. What responsibility do you think fashion content creators have to reduce its impact?
I think I understand that it comes from a place of aesthetics where you want to show what you want, and you know, and I do the same. Like, okay, I've gone to this vacation, I'm wearing this piece or that piece or whatever. But also, I feel like in my comment section, it's almost like people make fun of the fact that, oh, same hat now, it's time to buy the new hat, you know, or same bag.
Big one.
Yeah, but I'm like, but isn't that what it's about? Like, I take that hat with different outfits in different locations and wear the same thing, and I'm using it and it's still in great condition. So that's what it is about. So somewhere you have to be able to also show that, okay, you're also using the same thing many times. You know, I have this one necklace, a white pearl necklace that I wear very often, and now people in the comment section are like, okay, Abdidi, time to buy a new necklace. I'm like, no, I will wear this in many more ways and you will still watch me wear it, you know. So I think that's what it is about, where you, and I'm not saying that I'm there, I'm not 100% sustainable, I'm very far from it. I think it's a long journey even for me, but at least consciously making a decision where you're repeating, reusing certain things, you know, so that the audience also catches on that vibe in some way.
Okay, and what are the emerging trends in the fashion industry overall that are taking the entire industry towards a greener future?
I think more conversation around sustainability, I think that has helped me also, no matter what. I feel like when I hear the people that I love talking about this, I also somewhere I get conscious. Even the fact that I'm having this conversation with you and doing this cover, it feels that I'm also going to change with this in a positive way. So I feel like having conversations around this, which I'm seeing in the industry now, and people acknowledging it, posting about it, I feel like that is going to change the perspective, because social media is what everybody lives and breathes now. So the more you see that on social media, I feel like the more impact it is going to create somewhere at the back of your mind. You know, it will have that effect.
Yeah, even I feel that a lot of fashion shows are also happening around sustainability,
Yes.
and that's also like discussing at a platform like that is also a good change that we're seeing.
Yes.
Okay, lastly, any advice, one line advice, if you want to give it to your audience, what would that be?
I think people are always afraid of wearing the same top or the same pair of jeans over and over again, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. You can it's very cool to repeat your clothes, and I feel like if you can repurpose it in different ways, there's nothing better than that. Don't fall for these cheap hauls, man. It's not doing you any good. And don't give in to the algorithm of such videos, because then it just encourages them to make more. In fact, I would say, like, people feel that, okay, you know, if you give hate to these videos, it's going to do some impact. I feel like hate adds to the views, and to it favors that kind of product more, even if you're hating on it. So just not scrolling on it, not clicking on it, just scrolling past it is what actually helps. And just making sure that your actions are fine, and that you're also conscious of what kind of content you're consuming. I think that would help.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.